Tigers win. Tigers win 1-0 over Coastal Carolina. I'm your host, Grant Sachere. Uh, Thanks for hopping on. If you guys are trickling on, please, if you're on YouTube, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then also make sure to click on the bell, because when you click on the bell, it will notify you whenever we release a new video, or we are about to or we're about to go live like we are right now. Once again, thanks for hopping on. We got a lot to talk about this game. Really just about this game. It should be a little bit of a shorter live video, unless you guys leave comments and and you want to discuss something. Please do. Go ahead. Whether on Twitter or YouTube, and then also most of the, we're gonna have a big show tomorrow. We had a huge recruiting day at LSU. We'll also discuss, Bo Bentley committed to Oklahoma. Also discuss about what I saw at camp, and also we'll talk about the Bayou Splash that happened earlier today as well. It's a huge show on Monday. We'll also discuss, maybe a little bit about break down maybe like the depth chart or whatever. It's gonna be a big show. I haven't really planned it out yet, but most of it's gonna be recruiting because it was a massive day for LSU. But you guys didn't come here to listen to recruiting. You came to talk about baseball. We will in a second, but first I'm gonna play a quick video. Where we discuss one of our major promos that we are doing right now for the Voice of College Football Network. It's a great deal. So I'll be right back after this message, and we're gonna talk some LSU baseball. Let's go, baby.
You can make a difference here at the Voice of College Football. Use the Amazon link. Financially contribute to the Voice of College Football without spending a penny. Same shopping experience. It's easy. Go to any video on any channel. Go to the description section and grab the link right next to the capital letters that say Amazon. Use that link, and Amazon will instantaneously convert to your account, settings, history, everything intact, just like whatever link you use right now. No difference. Pay no attention to the product that you see right there. Just go search what you want. Don't forget the Amazon link. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, the Voice of College Football.
And welcome back. I'm your host, Grant Sachere. Right here on the Voice of College Football Network. Of course, this is the YouTube channel. And we got a bunch of channels, whether it's Mississippi State, well, not Mississippi State, but Ole Miss, Miami, Alabama, Tennessee. You got it all here, and it's going to keep growing. And I'm glad to join here. I joined here, back in April, so we got a lot of good stuff going on with Voice of College Football, and it seems like it's growing day by day. But anyway, about the game. Well, first you have to start with Cade Anderson, right? Cade Anderson has really, he's been the best pitcher in baseball this year. I mean, there's without a doubt. I mean, it's not even close. I know he didn't win SEC Pitcher of the Year. I really thought he should have. I think he's better than Liam Doyle. I think he's had a better year than Liam Doyle. It's not even. I'm not putting anything against Liam Doyle. I think Liam Doyle is a great pitcher, too. But Cade Anderson, by far, has been the biggest factor in LSU's success. Really, so much in the second half of the year. I mean, he has been incredible. And really, this was the icing on the cake on what will probably be his last game in an LSU uniform. He is projected to be a top 5 pick, and some even have him going as the number 1 pick in the MLB draft this year. Even though he's a sophomore, he's a draft eligible sophomore because of his age. So this will be his last official outing in an LSU uniform. Cade Anderson, he went. Of course, he pitched a complete game, and really that was huge because it saved basically your whole bullpen, right? You didn't have to use your bullpen at all tonight, which just shows you how effective he was on the mound. He only allowed 3 hits. He had 0 earned runs. Of course, well, it's a shutout. But 10 strikeouts, and he threw 130 pitches. which is a lot. But we've seen him go to this before. I believe this is the second or third game where he has gone the distance this season. I mean, just what an incredible performance from the man from Madisonville. It's just another, and really, Ianson will be pitching tomorrow, and really, if you're, I mean, you might be looking at the best pitching duo LSU's ever had. I mean, look, LSU's had Patrick Coogan, Doug Thompson. They've had Lewis Coleman, and they had Anthony Ronaldo. Most recently, Paul Skeets and Ty Floyd. That was a great duo. There's been a lot of great duos over in the history of LSU. Paul Bird and Chad OJ. That's another one. That was the very first pitching duo that won a state championship, but a national championship for LSU. I mean, they're the first ones to do it, and I mean, LSU has a tradition of having two stud starting pitchers, and really that's no different with those two. And if you look, and this game was going to be a slugfest, right? Like, Coastal Carolina is a great team. Remember, that was the first time they had lost since April. They had won 26 straight games. Like, and it's not like they had an easy road to get here, right? Of course they won their regional. They were the number 13 national seed. So that means their RPI was one of the best in the country. And if I remember their RPI, I think their RPI was like the top 5. If I remember. I mean, this is a very good baseball team. They've been some really good teams during the regular season. And remember, they also swept Auburn on the road. And Auburn, by the way, was a team that LSU got swept by earlier this year. Now you can make it the case that it was earlier this year. And, I get it. But, they beat Auburn on the road and swept them. So they're a very good team. And they're also on the tougher side of the bracket that LSU was. LSU really only had Arkansas. I mean, I know UCLA is a good team. There's nothing against them, but it was the first time since 2013. Murray State had never been to the College World Series before in the program's history. So I mean, if you look at Coastal Carolina's side of the bracket, you won because of Arizona, who is a blue blood. They've won 4 national championships. They've been to the College World Series 19 times. This was the 19th appearance in the College World Series. You went up against Oregon State, who is another blue blood type program. They've won 3 national championships. They won back-to-back in 06 and 07, and won most recently in 2018, where they defeated Arkansas, ironically. Speaking of, Arkansas and LSU this year, and choking. And then, of course, Louisville, although they've never won a national championship. I believe this was their 6th or 7th time they had been to the College World Series since 2007 or something like that. They're regular in Omaha. They're a very good. That's a very good baseball program. So Coastal Carolina had a rough road to get here. To get to the finals. I mean, this is a very good team. But one of the things that we just about. Okay, actually, just pulled it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they've been to the College World Series 6 times in the program's history, and all of them have happened since 2007. So I mean, they're regular. But yeah, but what I was gonna say was like, Coastal Carolina. The thing about them was that I knew this was gonna be a slugfest too. I mentioned the road they got there. They've been some really good teams to get here. They've won 26 straight games leading up to tonight's loss. But their pitching staff is one of the best in the country. They were second in ERA going into the game. They're third in WHIP. They were fourth in walks per 9 innings, so they don't walk a lot of people. They were seventh in strikeout to walk ratio. The lowest pitching stat that they had that I noticed was strikeouts through 9 innings, but they're 38th in the country. I mean, this is a solid pitching staff. And you saw that tonight. LSU only scored 1 run tonight. They only scored 1 run off of 6 hits, I believe. And 2 of those hits happened in like the first inning. I mean, you want to talk about pitcher performances. I mean, you got to give credit to Cameron Flukie for pitching the light his brains out. I mean, he went 6 innings, and through 6 innings, he allowed 1 run on 4 hits. He had allowed 2 walks, but he also had 9 strikeouts. I mean, he had a solid performance tonight. So I knew that LSU going in the game, I mean, they're going to struggle against Coastal Carolina's pitching staff. But the one thing, and the reason why I felt confident about LSU going in this one is because Coastal Carolina really isn't a strong hitting team, right? I mean, they're a decent one. In some metrics, they are a decent one. I mean, they're 32nd in hits and 36 in doubles going to this game nationally, which is really good because there's 299 college baseball. There's 299 Division I college baseball programs, so that's pretty good. But the issues with Coastal Carolina is that they're not a power hitting team. They're 107th in home runs, so they're average, and then also they were 132nd in slugging, so they're not a power hitting team. And on top of that, their offense doesn't really produce runs. It's not like their offense isn't explosive at all. I mean, look, their on base percentage is 49th, which is actually solid. But if you look at their weighted on base average, which factors in not only how you get on base, but also not because on base percentage kind of factors in you get on base by just a hit. You only factor in hits and walks per playing pairs or whatever. But on weighted on base percentage, weighted on base average, it brings in not only just hits and walks, but doubles, triples, home runs, hit by pitches, sacrifice flies. Stuff that produces runs, or really just explosiveness. And if you look at the weighted on base average, they're 202nd, right? They're 202nd in weighted on base average. Their strikeout percentage is one of the worst in the country. They are 201st in strikeout percentage. They also don't force a lot of walks. They're 207th in walk percentage going into this game. This isn't an explosive offense, but also they also are not great at the plate. They're not patient at the plate. So when you factor all of that in, I mean, this really played into LSU's favor. I mean, it really did. I mean, this is a very, very. I mean, this is not a very good Coastal Carolina offense. It just really isn't. So, and then on top of that, they not only do they struggle against normal pitchers, but if you look at their when they go up against left-handed pitchers, they aren't a very good squad either. They're just not, and so this really played to LSU's favor. I mean, you kind of wish maybe the bat came around a little bit better, but I mean, this is a strong pitching staff. This is one of the best pitching staffs in the country. You can make a case that this is a top 10 pitching staff in the country, just given, their second in ERA, third in WHIP. I mean, if you look at most of the pitching statistics, they're in the top 25 or even in the top 5. And so pitching statistics. So this is a very strong Coastal Carolina pitching staff. And the fact that you only got 1 run, but I mean, Cade Anderson, you knew that you had the best pitcher in the country on the mound. So if you were able just to do enough, you're going to win this game. LSU did just enough. I mean, it wasn't enough, right? You only scored 1 run, but a win's a win. So yeah, there's that. Just another strong pitching performance by Cade Anderson, and really this might have been the strongest in underneath the brightest lights he's probably ever played in his career. I mean, yeah, he's played at the box, and he's played at some great stadiums across the SEC, but it's different when you're in Omaha and you're in the College World Series finals. It's just a different feeling, and he was able to get it done not only in the game 1, but in game. I'm talking about the opening round of the College World Series, but also game 1 of the College World Series finals. what a performance. But also you got to give a huge shout out to um, Stephen Milam. Stephen Milam went 2 for 3, and he was the one that brought in LSU's, well, really the game's only run off of a double. So it's just another strong performance by Stephen Milam. Really, I know he did struggle during the regular season, but since the postseason started, he's been extremely clutch for LSU uh, throughout the postseason, and it's no different in this game. Also, some other guys that got hits: Luis Hernandez got a hit, Daniel Dixon got a hit, and Derek Kuyal got a hit. And he also was the one that reached home base on Stephen Milam's RBI double. Oh yeah, and Coastal Carolina. Um, Sebastian Alexander had one hit. Blake and Payda, I think it's Payda, only had one hit. Dean Mijos only had one hit. So Coastal Carolina only had 3 hits, right? 3 hits out of 28, right? And I'm not gonna do the math right now, but if I was a betting man, that it would be safe to assume that that batting average is not very good, and 3 divided by 28 is 107. So they batted 107 at the plate. I mean, that is brutal. That's what Cade Anderson will do to you. So yeah, it's just a strong performance by Cade Anderson, and LSU's offense was just able to do enough, which it wasn't enough, but when it comes to earning the victory, it was enough in the end. So tomorrow, of course, LSU will be pitching Anthony Heinsohn, and Coastal Carolina will be pitching their best pitcher, Jacob Morrison. Jacob Morrison is the Sun Belt pitcher of the year, Sun Belt Conference pitcher of the year. He's 12-0 for the year with a 2.08 ERA, 22 walks, 102 strikeouts, 194 batting average against, and that was through 104 innings pitched. In conference play, his numbers got even better. You don't really see that a lot with pitchers, where their numbers start to dip a little bit in conference play, but not Jacob Morrison. Jacob Morrison, of course, went undefeated. He went 8-0. He also had a 1.71 ERA with 10 walks, 65 strikeouts, and a 163 batting average against. So opposing batters actually hit worse in conference play than he did non-conference or whatever. So it's a strong performance by Jacob Morrison throughout the postseason. He's 3-0, 2.96 ERA, 3 walks, 18 strikeouts through 18.2 innings pitched. So he's a very solid pitcher. 6'8", 245. He's a big boy. So he's gonna be throwing some heat, of course, at kind of on a downward slope because he is 6'8". LSU, of course, will be pitching Anthony Heinsohn, and I think that should be a good pitching battle right there. Kind of similar to tonight with Cameron Flukie and Cade Anderson. So it's gonna be another great pitching duel between two of the better staffs in the country. And if you're a traditional baseball fan, this is the series for you. Just two great pitching staffs going at it. And you can't say there's anything better than that. But I also want to mention this too, because I was just reading the stats off and everything, but I don't think. Hold on, Caden Bodine only did not have a single hit. So if you look at Coastal Carolina's best hitters, Caden Bodine, Blake Barthel, Kobe Thorndike. So Caden Bodine, Dean Mayhouse, Sebastian Alexander, Kobe Thorndike, and Blake Barthel. They only had 2 hits. So the four or 5 best hitters on Coastal Carolina only had 2 hits between all of them. That just shows you how good man, this Caden Anderson was tonight, where he just shut them down. I mean, he shut down some of the best hitters in college baseball throughout the season, but to do that at the highest stage in the biggest stadium under the brightest lights and one of the most important games of the year. I mean, it's just incredible. What a performance by him to wrap up his career is all. It's only gonna be very short because he's a dropped elbow sophomore. But man, what a performance. But anyway, man, that's just gonna wrap up today's show. It's more of like a short, like I said, it was gonna be a short video. Not much to react to because I mean, actually, I'll say this one last thing. I mean, I'll say there's a couple things. One, the album's got to be do better. Um, that was kind of a BS call. That was a BS call on Hunter Dixon. I don't think he leaned in at all. It was a bang bang play. I didn't understand on that hit by pitch where they called him out. That was ridiculous. But that's here near there. And then also, not the only example. I mean, also at the ump interfered with the play, too. I mean, where the ball was thrown and it hit the ump or whatever. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And then also, I don't really like calling up other media members, but like Carl Ravage. I mean, and it's not. I don't think he's a bad announcer or anything like that. But I mean, he was mispronouncing dudes' names and all that type of stuff. I just don't understand, why he's calling the games. Because to me, like he hasn't been calling, college baseball games all year. I mean, he just hasn't. And Mike Monaco, who has been calling baseball games all year, he actually called a lot of games in the College World Series. To me, he should be the main announcer throughout the College World Series. I mean, I get you have to switch out people because obviously announcers can lose their voices. That's the thing. The announcers can lose their voices. I get it, and to preserve his voice, but the fact that you have to use Carl Ravage, especially for the biggest games of the College World Series, is a little bit ridiculous to me because he hasn't covered college baseball all year, and you see that throughout his, whenever he's announcing these games, that he mispronounces people's names. He doesn't really have any great info to tell you because he hasn't watched these games, or not only just covered those games, but even watched them. That's not a knock on on Carl Ravage. I think Carl Ravage is actually a great baseball announcer. Uh, but I mean, you ESPN has all the tools in the world where they can get the best college baseball announcers, and they got a good bit of them, right? I mean, Mike Monaco is one of them, but I mean, you have to get guys who have at least covered college baseball for a good portion of the year, because you need fans to have a better understanding of the game. But when you also have fans calling out announcers because they don't know what the hell is going on, that's not good. That's not good. But that's all I wanted to say. It's not nothing against Carl Ravage. That it's really more of an ESPN thing, than it is Carl Ravage. And I don't want to say this. Oh, I don't want to call it media members. I'm not really calling media. Media members. I'm just calling it ESPN. I think they need to do better with the production. Really, I mean, outside of the NFL and even college football, like I mean, their production for a lot of different sports is bad, and that's not a. I'm not. It's not a. It's not because I hate ESPN. I just a critique I have. I mean, they've done a poor job of producing some of the top sporting events in the world. I mean, they've done a bad job with the NBA playoffs, especially the finals. They've done a. I thought they've done okay so far, but I mean, there's some things I don't like about college baseball. Um, I mean, it's just the whole 9 yards. I mean, but anyway, that's it. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up today's show. This once again is a very short short live video. We're gonna have a very long one on Monday night. Of course, we do go live every Monday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for hopping on. Once again, my name is Grant Sasher. You can follow me right there. My Twitter handle is at Sashere Grant. I mean, CHACHERE. And if you still need help spelling that, just pull out your Tony Sashers out of the cabinet. But anyway, that's going to wrap up today's show. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also click on the bell for to get get notifications on future videos that are going to be released, and then also when we go live. Thanks again for tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your night, and go Tigers.